What up, guys? Kevin here. Do you really think game development just goes smoothly? It's just a very smooth, easygoing process. Never run into any issues. Everything is just flawless. Because it would seem that way with developers making games for PlayStation. But then on Xbox, it's just issue city. Just one issue after another, and they just can't get it to work. And we got another story here. This is from Quantum Error, a game I never heard of. But of course, it's blowing up all over Twitter. So let's see from Quantum Error. They tweeted, what am I doing? What am I doing in my life? I'm reading tweets. I don't mind reading tweets, but everyone reads tweets for content. It's cringe. It's cringy, guys. But it's okay, because it's me. We will have a couple gameplay videos lined up to show off as soon as we can announce everything. We have started looking into optimizing the game for Xbox, but it is definitely going to take a bit of time, unfortunately. QE, or I guess that means Quantum Error, has been made to be played with the PS5's extremely fast SSD. That tells you everything right there. The Xbox SSD is quite a bit slower, and so we are going to have to change things quite a bit to make up for that difference in speed. So, once upon a time, game developers, I guess because Twitter's around and everyone feels the need to connect with whatever make-believe audio. Is there any fanboys for Quantum Error? Maybe they have some now because they just came out as Team PlayStation. I think that's your last-ditch effort to get hype around your game. Please charge $70. That's what they like paying. But he says it right here in the tweet what the issue is. Quantum Error has been made to be played with the PS5's extremely fast SSD. The PS5 does have a better SSD than about most everything out there. Is it very advantageous to where you can only run Ratchet and Clank with the power of a PS5? No, because that thing's coming to an HDD platform, hard disk drive, I think next Wednesday. Actually thinking about buying it because I want to do a short Let's Play. I would love to do a short Let's Play on my channel. And I'm like, I don't mind that game. But back to this. He said it right there. The game was made for a PS5. The game's made for a PS5. It sounds like PS5 development is about wrapping up. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to put it on Xbox too. Well, you probably need more time to make it for Xbox. Reading from the tweet. Now, I guess to be fair, it's just, I'm not calling Quantum Error here, trying to get that fanboy clicks, but you know what you're doing. I like to treat people as smart, but, maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to give the benefit of a doubt, but this is just dumb. You're shitting, like, there's 3 big platform holders. I guess 4 if you want to count PC. And you just want to shit all over one. You're going to build up one. PS5, oh yeah, the PS5. Oh yeah, the Series X and S. The Xbox. We got issues. That's something I think everybody knows. Not a smart thing to do. Not a smart thing to have. I just read, someone put out a tweet that their game, like Xbox wouldn't allow them to put their game on Xbox because they were fanboying on Twitter and they were talking shit about Xbox. And get on you, Xbox. I want to see that. Do more of that. I mean, of course, don't. Let's say Call of Duty, which you're going to own, decides a console war. Yeah, you maybe have to let that one go. But these, like, no-name developers making games, I think Xbox should Just be like, nah, we don't come crawling to us. Don't come crawling to us. Um, and that's just Twitter. That's just what this site breeds. It's just console war fanboys, and I'm all for it. I'm definitely a fanboy. I love Xbox. I love Xbox. I don't love. I saw like a really dumb rumor, the dumbest rumor that Sony was going to buy Steam. Even though that is 100% not happening, that stuff doesn't get leaked out. There was still a part of me that went, ah, fuck, don't do it. Steam is probably becoming my favorite. It's always been a great platform, but now it's probably, I'm an Xbox fanboy. It might be a Steam fanboy. It's just, there's no Steam, like Steam versus Epic. It's not fun. It's not fun. Xbox versus PlayStation. That's fun. Man, I really hope it becomes Sony versus Nintendo. I will definitely become a Nintendo fanboy. But I might go ahead and put in 190,000 hours to beat Tears of the Kingdom. But back to this. The game was made for PlayStation. And then at the last minute, oh yeah, we got to make for Xbox. Oh my God, we're having issues. Let me blast it out on Twitter because he knows damn well there's a bunch of FUD about Xbox, especially the Series S. What else I got here? What do you say? Yes, the current one is that SSD in the Xbox is slow enough that we may have to put loading screens into the game between environments, whereas the PS5 is seamless and does not need loading screens at all because you made it for PS5. You made it specifically for that SSD. Is this game coming to PC? Is the game coming to PC? Someone tell me. If it's coming to PC, then there's no excuse. I think the PC on average probably has, most people have probably even a worse SSD or hard drive than what the Series S and X has. Again, Xbox should set an example. If I'm Xbox, if I'm Phil Spencer, I would come out, hey, Quantum Error is no longer coming to Xbox. If you guys have an issue with making a game for Xbox, please call me. Here's my number. Probably not going to put his number out there, but talk to me first before you bash my console. You bash my babies. Like, this is dumb. This is not the fact that PlayStation fanboys are running with this. Dev having difficult time with Xbox. The dev is just a PS5 fanboy, right? Right? There we go. No, you're a PS5 fanboy. You're biggest PlayStation fanboy. You think the development process for PlayStation 5 went smoothly? You think this developer, Quantum Error, didn't run into any issues? He didn't tweet about those issues, right? I'm sure he ran into some issues. He just decided not to tweet about it. Because he's pitching his flag. He's like, hey, I'm Team PlayStation. Oh, yeah, this is what the game looks like. This is hilarious. This is what, like, original Xbox? Early Xbox 360? Was this an asset flip game? Is he making an asset flip game? Again, like, Resident Evil 9. Like, wake me up when Resident Evil 9, like a developer, an actual developer from Capcom, who would be the dumbest thing to do. Capcom would fire that person, would fire that dev if they come out and talk shit about a platform. Because, today we had an issue with the Xbox. So, no, the PlayStation is number one. Developers are going to make the games for PlayStation. Probably about 99% of the development time is on PlayStation. You know, that is a dig at Xbox. Hey, you need to sell more Xboxes so developers can prioritize your platform. And then these developers expect to just copy and paste it over. It don't work that way. But this is what the game looks like. And this is how it actually looks like. Look at it. Look at this dark gray, just nothing. This looks really bad. Like, you can't come out here and talk about development issues on a platform when your game looks like this. You can't be choosing a side. This looks like an asset flip game. It's ugly and yuck. Fix the FOV. Sounds like you got FOV slider issues here. Look at this. That's making me sick. And then what was this person say? Some indie devs are desperate for attention for their games, so much so that they jump into console warring. All this capping, and Sony fans still won't buy their game. So someone, what, Quantum Error, your studio should become part of PlayStation, Sony's PlayStation Studios. It would be a nice interaction, and maybe in addition to funding the Quantum Error project, a new IP could also come out exclusively. No. And Quantum Error is like, yeah, rock on. They would want that. What else did they put? Can't buy what? Wow, be careful or Microsoft might buy you, because Microsoft will buy stuff that they can't have from Sony money hiding. Can't buy what isn't for sale. Okay, I'll try to be as fair as possible. I don't think they're dipping their toes in. They're dipping their toes in this fanboy stuff. They're getting a lot of traction. They're getting Mr. Game Night here to make a video on it. Hey, look, if tomorrow I woke up and I became a game developer, do you think I'm going to stop? Do you think I'm going to play fair? I'm going to start playing fair with everybody. I mean, I'm not going to talk shit about, like, I'll probably be a little bit more, make sure my game gets to certain platforms first, you know? I would probably keep quiet. You know what I would do? I wouldn't be tweeting on a game that I'll go Kevin Durant, create a sock account. Because again, I'm not going to be dumb and, say something dumb and then PlayStation or Xbox or all of them reject my game, because my game is probably going to look something like Quantum Error. It's going to look like shit. But that fanboyism doesn't leave. Just because you make games doesn't mean you're no longer a fanboy. It's impossible for you to be a fanboy. And and that's the thing with the PlayStation fanboys. That's how they think. Oh, they make games, so they're neutral. No, they're not. They're not. If you're making a game, you ain't crunching. You got time to bullshit on Twitter over, I don't know, figuring out what's wrong with the Xbox version. Yeah. Just a doofus. Quantum Error, you are no Quantum Break. I don't even know if that was even a good game. Was that a good game? Quantum Break? But big error here. You don't, like, does any developer trash Nintendo? Does any developer trash Nintendo? I would love to see that. Now, that one we've actually seen, like Sega and others, big like publishers say, yeah, we're not developing games for Switch. It's not powerful enough. Once it gets to that level, then I'll make a video go, okay, Xbox, maybe need to get generation, 10th generation going? The Series SSX tricky? I don't know. But I'm done here. Again, these developers can be fanboys. They are fanboys. They are. Just shows. Dude really thinks. I mean, if someone told me, oh, you should be bought by Sony. Sony should own you. I'd be like, dude, no. Look at what Sony makes. I'm not a big fan of Sony games, but look what they make compared to Quantum Error. If Sony buys Quantum Error, which I believe is their first game, by the way, everyone who owns stock in Sony is selling. They're just selling. They lost their way. That's it. It's game over. All right, I'm done now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Later.